Hello and welcome again. My name is Lena. Welcome to my channel, Happy Lena Yoga, where I'll be alternating between German and English videos. And today we're going to be doing like half an hour of a nice, slow and strong hip opening flow. With also a couple of longer holds, so be prepared to breathe deeply into the hip space and just see how you're feeling along the way. We will start, and remember you don't need a block for this, or a bolster, or a cushion, a blanket, but you can definitely grab it. We will start in a child's pose. And I'm going to set myself up with the big toes touching, knees just mat distance apart. And obviously you can do this without the bolster. I just like it to get grounded to start. And rest my head on the side. You can also have the forehead just down. And as we arrive here, closing our eyes, we allow the hips to sink back a little bit more, bottoms to the heels. Noticing where it is you're touching the ground, the bolster. Noticing how you're feeling in this space. Is it easy to follow already what I'm saying, or is your mind still wandering a lot? Remember, both is fine. And we're right here observing. Noticing the breaths get deeper and deeper into the belly, filling the whole lungs up with air. Also letting the awareness wander to your hip region. Just an honest check-in. How are your hips doing today? Is there anything you might be able to take, or you should take today, in order to move just in tune with your body, and especially with your hips? We'll give it 3 more deep breaths. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And then slowly walking your hands in towards yourself, so you can release, take everything off the mat for now. Closing the knees slightly. We will tuck the toes under and place the hands down in an all-fours position, but this time feel free to take the fingertips outside or facing towards yourselves, as we will bend through the elbows. Find a couple of special cat and cows. So we inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, round all the way through. Obviously, if this is too much for the wrists, you can go ahead, find your regular positions. You always want to make sure to bend those elbows. Moving in sync with the breath. To inhale, lift. Exhale, round. And slowly coming to a neutral spine, flipping the hands around. And feel free to just sit back, untuck the toes for a moment, give yourselves a couple shakeouts, or my favorite one, the hand lotion, where you just rub the hands together and imagine you're massaging something in right there, but maybe it's still a little stiff. So we're going to place some weight onto the hands. This is very, very important to take it to the fingertips as well. All of your knuckles, massage it in big time. And then we're going to meet in a downward facing dog. All right. So arms about shoulder distance, legs about hip distance apart, just finding a couple of those feel-good movements, whether that's pedaling, shaking out, twisting. You can go find whatever it is that you need. All right, and we will bend our knees, gaze forwards to the fingertips, and slowly walk our way forwards to arrive in this forward fold. And we're just about to find a couple of waves up and down. So I invite you to bend your knees, roll it up slowly. Once you're at the top, roll the shoulders back, bend through those knees, and collapse it all the way back down. Couple more. Again, syncing up with your breath. Feel free to close your eyes as you wave. Give it one more big wave. And we'll hang down in our forward folds. All right, we inhale, half lift, straight spine. And exhale, release it back down. One more, inhale, half lift. And exhale, release. Bending one knee, the same hand comes down or onto a block. We're going to twist our way right here. Inhale here. Exhale, look at the fingertips, roll the circle, roll the arm to the front. And we'll take it to the other side. Lift the other arm. And exhale, close. Couple more times. Inhale, we lift. Roll the arm. Three times the charm. And then we'll put the block away, roll ourselves up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Again, ending with this big shoulder roll back. Now just face towards you. We will inhale, lift the arms. To exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, lift the arms again. Exhale, hands down. Take the arms to the side. We're going to inhale here. And exhale, take it over to one side. The arm that's down below is going to pull in the opposite direction, finding length. You want to twist open to the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale back out. Arms wide and long. And to the other side. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. Inhale to the other side. Exhale, release. One more time. Open. And to center. We'll take the arms up. And exhale through cactus, drawing the shoulder blades together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And slowly rolling the way back down. We're going to inhale, half lift, straight spine again. And exhale, plant the hands down, step or jump to plank. And you can go through the knees for this first one. Elbows in one straight line, making the way down, forwards and through, resting the legs. Little cobra right there. Feel free to add in those wiggles if that feels good. Shoulders back and down, elbows squeezed in, and making the way back to a downward facing dog. Releasing the breath 3 times as you find those feel-good movements. All right, we'll lift our right leg up all the way to the sky. Inhale here. And exhale, bring the knee forwards. And step it to the outside of the mat. Hands on the inside. This is your lizard. You can always come down onto the knee, and I always like to cushion or place something underneath, just allowing the hips to hang down. Another option, you know I love to prop myself up, is adding in your blocks, exploring the different levels. How much can I allow my hip to sink down? And maybe even taking it to the forearms or to the sweet space in between. Finding a comfortable space for the neck, for the head. And then slowly coming up again. And you're going to walk this foot to the center. Basically stays as it is, but you're going to turn sideways, making your way into a Skandasana. Okay, so you can see more. I'll put the blanket away. So you might find yourselves balancing. Maybe this heel is down, but it doesn't have to be. Option 1 is we ground right there, feeling into the hip space, maybe wiggling around a tiny bit. Option 2 is going for the balance. And do check in. Maybe it's a little uncomfortable to be on this heel, then you can just place the foot down in any way that feels good. Remember, you're not here to punish yourselves, but to have some fun and move your bodies. And we will slowly turn to the front again, frame the foot, take it back to this three-legged dog. This time bending the knee, drawing a couple circles with the knee to the front, to the back. Then bring the knee in forwards to step through, and right now we're aligning it on the inside. So we're going to come up for a high lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands down through heart center. One more big lift. And we'll exhale, hands come to a prayer. Whoops, feel free to step it a little wider for balance. And we will twist, rotate to the side where the knee is bent. Still push the hands together. Back heel draws back and down. And we're going to come into the sprinter position again. And from here, just closing to the forward fold. Maybe going a little wider. You want to sway from side to side for a tiny bit. And allow the arms to hang down heavy. Just before we switch it to the other side, point the toes to the outside. All right, about mat distance, maybe even a little wider. And we're going to sit down into Malasana. We inhale here. Exhale, push into the ground and come up. Lifting the arms. And exhale, draw the hands in through heart center. Sit it down again. Malasana. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we sit down. Just one more. Lift into Malasana. Put the hands down. We're going to just extend, heel toe the legs in together. Shake out everything. And we're going to inhale, half lift, straight spine. Exhale, release down, step or jump to plank. Flow through a vinyasa of your choice. Remember, this can be through the knees. This can be an up dog or cobra. And a downward facing dog or child's pose. Building the heat in our bodies. Shaking out, 3 releasing breaths. And then bringing the left leg up all the way to the sky. Opening through the hips, seeing how that feels right there, bending the top knee. And we will take the knee in forwards, step it to the outside of the hand into the lizard on the other side. And again, you choose what feels good here, maybe dropping down onto the knee, maybe staying right where you are. Finding a couple of sways forwards, backwards, side to side, whatever you need. Allowing in some softness into the hip space and pushing the heel back and down. Your option to also come onto your forearms. And then slowly coming back onto the hands. We'll find this leg into the center line of the mat. And we will turn sideways now for the other side, Skandasana. All right, your option to balance, to push down into the mat. Just seeing how that goes. Really your option right there. And we will turn back to the front. All right, your sprinter position. From our sprinter, drop the hands down, lifting this front foot, taking it to your three-legged dog, bending through the top knee and going ahead, drawing a couple circles through the hips, changing directions. We're almost there. To drop the knee in forwards, to step through in the center, and rise up high for a high lunge. Remember to drop down into the front knee, allow the hips to hang, exhale, hands down through heart center. We're going to find 2 times, inhale, lift the arms, exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift the arms, exhale, cactus, hands come to prayer. And again, we're twisting to the side where we have this knee bent. Push the hands together, nice. Maybe taking the gaze as an elongation for the spine in this beautiful twist. And we will slowly come to center. Close in a forward fold. And again, hang down, shake out everything. Before we take our feet a little wider again for our malasanas. All right, making the way down first. Finding your sweet malasana yogic squat positions. We will inhale, push, take the arms up. Exhale, sit it back down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, come down. One last time, we lift. Exhale, come down. Find a forward fold again, closing in the legs to mat, from mat distance to hip distance, shaking out everything. And we will inhale, find a half lift, straight spine. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, half lift. To exhale, ground the hands down, step or jump to plank. To flow through a vinyasa of your choice. Up dog or cobra. And downward facing dog or child's pose. Three breaths. And we're going to take our right leg all the way up again. Bringing the leg forwards to the outside again. Whoop. Helping myself right there. And we'll all drop the back knee down. As an option, you can either find whatever you found before. So maybe that's just coming down onto the forearms. Maybe that's up a little higher. And you do have the option to find the right hand to the left foot. Find the grab or just the connection. Pushing the foot a little closer to your bums. Allowing the hips to hang down. Seeing where the gaze is most comfortable. Okay, releasing slowly. Taking this leg in to center. Okay, tucking the back toes under. We will turn sideways for the Skandasana again, with your option to balance or to press it down. And we're going to switch it over to the other side. Okay. Either all the way free, but be careful, or you help yourselves with your hands. Okay. We're back to where we started. Turn around. We're in our sprinter positions. We'll drop the back knee down again. Lift the arms for a low lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down through heart center, sit it lower. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down. We'll find this twist again. All right. Pressing the hands together. Finding this hook. Maybe you want to go without the hook. That's also an option. And we'll slowly release. Take the arms up. Okay, hands come down as well. And we're just going to find ourselves a pigeon from here. With your option to keep it active. And what I like to do is I bring in my blocks just for this extra push down into the ground. Let me play around with the height. And for the active pigeon, you want to tuck under the toes, lift the back heel off, and either you just stay right there pushing, kind of letting loose in the hip region, and you have the option to lift the arms to the sky. This is your balance again, right there. Oops, wiggle, wobble. We got 3 more breaths. Just slowly release this knee back down, untuck the toes, take everything off, and we will just meet in a downward facing dog with your option to flow through a vinyasa, to maybe come down to the knees, have a sip of water. We are almost done. Gathering your deep breaths again. All right, when you're ready, we'll meet back in our downward facing dogs. It's really hot here in Berlin. Filming this on a warm summer day. So the sweat is dripping. We'll lift the left leg up all the way to the sky. Bending through this top knee again. Seeing if you need any little movement right there for the hip. And then we will take the knee in forwards to the outside of the mat. Again for our little lizard variation. Whatever that is, down on the forearms. Or you find the left hand this time to the foot. Kind of drawing it in a little closer towards the butt cheeks. Being mindful about your shoulder as well. Okay. Slowly release. We'll take this leg in to the center. Find our Skandasanas from here. Okay, with a little bit of more mobility work, we will take it to the other side. And to the front again. So we can come back to the front sprinter, then resting the knee down. Finding your low lunges. We inhale here. And exhale 2 times the cactus arms again. Shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, bring the arms up through heart center. We will find our little twist again. Pressing the hands into one another. Opening up to the side. We are almost there. coming to center. Arms up maybe first, then taking them down. And we take our foot into a pigeon right there on the other side, with our option to go for an active one, tucking the toes under, lifting the knee off, and either staying right there. Remember to engage your core. Every exhale. Inhale, soften the belly. Exhale, engage. And your option to lift the arms to the sky for this active variation. The heel draws back and down for some more length. 3 breaths. And we will slowly take the blocks off. Okay, tuck the toes under and just close in a downward facing dog. Shake out everything, and this is your moment to flow through a final vinyasa. Or come straight to the rest. As we will meet in laying down butterfly. So the soles of your feet together. Just resting down onto the backs. Sweaty imprint of your back incoming. And feel free to have the arms wherever you need them to be. What I like to do is extend the arms overhead. Find as much comfort as I can right there. And we will close our eyes for a little moment. Just noticing our body's temperature. What's alive for us in this moment? Is our body experiencing any little sensations maybe? Short breaths, fast heart rates, or nothing at all. This can also happen. Bring the focus to the positioning of your legs. So maybe you want to bring the heels in a little closer to the groin. Maybe you want to bring them a little farther apart. Just checking in for 3 more deep breaths. And finally, we give ourselves a big hug, a big squeeze, rounding everything, maybe giving it a couple circles, either for your lower spine, but you can also maybe feel this in your hip bones a little bit. Nice. And we will end with a couple of windshield wipers before a short shavasana, which you can obviously skip, but I advise you not to. So the legs about mat distance, where we had them quite a couple times today. And bringing the knees over to one side, the feet stay grounded where they are. Gaze away from the knees and take it to the other side. Feel free to keep this dynamic or rest on one side. And we will come right here to center and find a shavasana of our choice. So maybe if you have your bolsters, but remember, you can just rest any way you want. Maybe go in for a little heart opener again to counteract all those hip openers, twists we did. And rest just carefully on top. Arms again wherever it feels good, or just resting them by your side, palms facing to the ceiling. I know we do live in this fast-paced world. We might have plans after, but I promise you it won't be for too long, and you can just let yourselves embark on this experience where your body doesn't have to move. Where you try to calm the mind as well. One of my favorite ways to do that is to just count the breath as we would count sheep to fall asleep. Directing our attention somewhere. So that's inhaling 1, exhaling 2, inhaling 3, exhaling 4, inhale 5, exhale 6, inhale 7, exhale 8, inhale 9, exhale 10. After 10, start with the 1s again, counting your ways through. And if you lose count at any point, just come back to your 1s up to 10s. Your last count of 10, and whether that's just returning to the counts, bring your awareness to it. When you're ready, move the fingers, the toes. Any yawn stretch is welcome. Do take the time to return back into your physical bodies. Maybe turn over to your favorite side, or come peel yourselves up carefully to a seat. Wherever you're facing, maybe keep the eyes closed or the gaze softened down just for this last moment. We'll rest the hands in our lap and on our knees, whatever feels good. And we will roll the shoulders back a couple times. Dropping the chin to the chest. Finding a couple of half neck circles. We will stay in center, press both of our hands onto our heart, sealing with a releasing breath. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. You can slowly open up your eyes, come back to where you were. And whenever you're doing this, wishing you a great rest of the day. And I hope to see you soon with another English video in 2 weeks, a German one next week, or you can just go ahead, replay one of my first 2 videos. And yeah, I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye.